Why are you retiring?
Are you losing the
trash.
What changed? What made you?
This shit is trash, garbage.
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
Amano.
Gervonta, something should have happened during this time because when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like the talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything?
Fed up with the
Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford or Leonard Edelby usually they're around to?
You think you might be gaining love for it though? You never know. Like like you said, you got to walk today.
What happened? Why you in a wheelchair?
Shit happen all the time. Shit be happening.
Hey, Mark,
I'm not right.
Wait, no. We got that fight coming up.
You gotta beat it, bro. You got that fight coming up for sure.
He's talking to me, dog.
You gotta beat it, bro.
Bro, Tank's talking to me.
No, he ain't talking to you.
He's talking to me right now, dog.
Few fighters generate the kind of in-ring fireworks that Gervonta "Tank" Davis does. Yet at just 30, the unbeaten champion has hinted he may be getting ready to leave the sport behind. Before that happens, one more assignment supposedly stands in his way. Reports suggested Davis intended to lace up only once more, with Lamont Roach lined up as the final name on his record. Was this really the closing chapter of Tank's extraordinary run? Or could there be another surprise around the corner? Let's break down the retirement chatter, the looming showdown with Roach, and the legacy he's hoping to cement. To grasp why the news caught so many off guard, you have to consider what Davis has already built. His professional ledger sat at a flawless 29 wins and no losses, 27 of them by knockout. That blend of frightening power, blistering hand speed, and pure self-belief turned him into one of boxing's premier draws and made every appearance appointment viewing. With titles, fame, and prime years apparently still in front of him, most assumed he'd keep ruling the division for a long time, which is precisely why talk of stepping away blindsided the boxing world. So why now?
I'll turn things over to you, Tang. This is a huge fight for the DMV area. Does that add a little extra motivation, him being from DC, from Baltimore, going into this fight?
Not really. Like, I've been coming up and coming to DC like for a minute since I was young, so I don't really see like the.
It's more so for the crowd. It ain't necessarily between me and him, DC, Baltimore, but like for the crowd, it definitely is. As a area thing, it is.
Now, Tang, Roach said earlier today that he feels like the guys that you've knocked out recently don't have a chin. What's your response to that?
We gotta test his chin out. Come watch the first.
We ain't on that. Motherfuckers don't hit me.
What's your reaction to that, Lamont? You said you feel like
that's what we gonna be in there for. He same thing he gonna try to test. I'm gonna try to test.
You seen my post, right?
You said which one?
Well, I told you to leave the kids home.
Davis has said his aim was always to exit while still operating at the peak of his powers, rather than hanging on until injuries or fading skills made the choice for him. Even so, the picture looked messier than a simple retirement call. Persistent rumors about mental fatigue, a string of cryptic social posts about guarding his own peace, and the relentless glare of public attention all fed the idea that he was hunting for something beyond the ropes. Before officially closing the book, though, Davis wanted to give fans one more chance to watch him work. That send-off was set for March 1, 2025, when he'd face Lamont Roach in what plenty were billing as a legacy-defining night.
They talking, but you know I did. You know I done 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 did. A real machine. You know I done did. A real one.
Make no mistake, Lamont Roach is no pushover. Praised for crisp boxing, disciplined technique, and grit, he built a name as a genuinely dangerous test, and this bout represented the biggest stage of his career. For Davis, the contest was supposed to be about far more than another payday. It was a chance to sign off with a statement that underlined everything he'd achieved. Speaking to the press beforehand, Davis sounded assured, brushing off Roach's threat. He acknowledged his opponent's talent while insisting he was still Tank, that he had one fight left, and that he intended to remind everyone why he's regarded as the best.
Oh, you know when they start talking, when the people who I fight, when they start talking, that's when y'all get them. I'ma beat his ass for y'all talking. For
I don't
real.
give a fuck.
So y'all better be quiet.
I don't give a fuck if y'all is quiet,
If y'all is loud.
We got the whole hood over there.
Like twisted up. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Y'all can do whatever
I don't
y'all
care about
want.
none of
My
that.
mother, he can't stop
I don't care
nothing
about no hood,
over here.
none of that.
Not at all.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna him up.
Not at all. Never. Nothing's
Y'all
gonna get fucked up
y'all
over here.
face
What do I look like getting fucked up?
Okay.
That shit.
Okay.
That shit ain't never gonna stop nothing over here.
And he gonna pay for it. I guarantee he pay for it. I guarantee it.
Calm down. Calm down, brother.
Come to the fight. Come to the fight.
The anticipation kept climbing as fans counted down to the clash. Would Davis serve up yet another jaw-dropping knockout? Or could Roach stun the sport with an upset nobody saw coming? Whatever the result, the matchup was shaping up to be a fitting curtain call for one of boxing's biggest names.
When you start losing your love for boxing, what happened?
He just getting fed up. That's it. It's just not even boxing, just overall everything.
Business, everything.
Yeah, just everything.
I've heard.
Take it. Like fall back.
You money healthy to retire, chilling, no problem. Still young.
Decent. I got kids too, bro. I got kids. I just had a boy.
In a surprising shift, Davis began talking less about boxing and more about his life outside it, particularly his growing family. In August 2024, he and his partner welcomed another child, a son. Those close to him say fatherhood reshaped how he pictured his future. After the face-off, Davis explained that his priorities had moved. He'd spent most of his life chasing fights, but now wanted to pour that time into being present for his kids. For him, walking away wasn't only about escaping the grind of the sport, it was about leaning into being a dad. Now raising 3 children, he's also admitted that the ferocious persona he wears in the ring isn't the model he wants them to follow.
25 is at the next year, I'm out of it.
After our second fight.
You're out of it?
Yeah,
Care to elaborate on that?
out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.
All right. I'll go to Lamont Roach Sr. over here. You know, obviously you have helped with your son becoming a world champion here. What do you need to do to craft a game plan to, no one's been able to solve Tank Davis. What do you need to do to, together with you and your team and obviously your son, to score that victory?
We're gonna do what we need to do to win. I'm not gonna get no secrets out, but we got a game plan. We're gonna execute it, and we're gonna get the results we see.
Move that head, bob and weave, bob and weave.
That go both ways.
That go both ways.
The story runs deeper than that. To his credit, Davis has never pretended boxing is anything other than both a sport and a business for him. In a candid interview, he said he'd already proven what he can do between the ropes and now wanted to collect the rewards he'd earned. He added that the upcoming fight was about delivering the kind of show fans had been craving while locking in his family's financial security. Anyone who follows the game knows the biggest stars pull the biggest purses, and Davis understands exactly what his name is worth. By stepping in against Lamont Roach, he was setting himself up for a major payday while handing supporters one more memorable night.
How I'm going, I'm trying to get so much out of this and get away from it. Like, I have a house on an island, y'all won't see me again type shit. Like, that's how I'm trying to beat. I'm trying to beat all this type shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be around this too much longer. I don't even want the spotlight. Y'all can have it.
At the same time, Davis has hinted that boxing is due for fresh blood. Up-and-comers like Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, and other young contenders are itching to claim the top spots. And Davis has given the impression he's content to clear the way once he's secured his own legacy. Beyond the ring, his personal life has been every bit as turbulent as his fights. Repeated legal troubles have grabbed headlines, and at times, overshadowed his work as a fighter. Given all he's navigated over the years, it's easy to see why he might crave distance from the public eye and a break from the constant spotlight.
Thank you.
Are you losing the love for the sport?
How many times do you want to get in the ring next year? Get you a drug choice.
3 times.
3? So 3 fights for sure. Are you retiring, Tank?
Every time.
Are you losing the love for the
What
sport?
changed? What made you shit trash?
How about a homecoming fight, Tank Baltimore? How about a homecoming fight?
No. Matter.
You lost the love?
Because when we saw you when I saw the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing through you like since you were a kid and everything?
Yeah,
You said you know your next fights. Can we know who they are?
Probably the Ryan, hopefully, or not hopefully, but that could happen. And I don't know, bro. But I know I got a year in then.
From a heavily covered 2020 hit-and-run case that reportedly left several people hurt, including a pregnant woman, to various domestic violence accusations that surfaced over time, Davis has repeatedly found himself tangled in legal matters. His name has landed in court-related headlines more than once, keeping him under steady legal and media scrutiny.
Sources say world boxing champ and Baltimore native Gervonta Davis was involved in a hit-and-run accident. The police department would not confirm if Davis was the driver, but WJZ has obtained video of a crash at the exact scene where this happened. And that's where we find Avajoy Burnett right now, live with more on this developing story. Avajoy.
Well, Denise, sources tell WJZ that Gervonta Tank Davis was in a Lamborghini truck when it crashed right here at this intersection. It's not clear if he was the driver or passenger, but we were able to get our hands on surveillance video. This is a video of a vehicle crashing into a fence at the corner of Martin Luther King and Washington Boulevards. Moments later, someone gets out from the driver's side. The passenger door also swings open. Then they appear to walk away. Sources tell WJZ world boxing champ Gervonta Tank Davis was in that vehicle, but police have not confirmed if he was the driver or passenger.
Going back to November 2020, Davis was caught up in a serious road incident, reportedly running a red light in his Lamborghini and crashing into another car before leaving the scene. 4 people were injured, among them a woman who later told authorities she was trapped in her smoke-filling vehicle and said he made eye contact before walking off. By 2023, he was handed 90 days of home confinement tied to that crash. That wasn't the only blemish either. Records also point to a 2019 incident at a shopping mall, domestic violence charges in 2020, and a separate 2023 allegation involving a slap. Stacked together, these episodes have shaped a lingering public image of recurring legal trouble.
All right, Annalise, thank you for that update. And developing now at noon, a well-known boxer is in jail right now following his arrest in Parkland.
Gervonta Davis is facing a domestic violence charge. It comes after he's had a host of past legal troubles. So let's go over to local 10 News reporter Roy Ramos.
Yeah, he's live outside the jail in Fort Lauderdale with the latest. Roy?
Alexis and Sanella, this all happened just 11 days before his next scheduled professional fight. We've just gathered new details from the Broward Sheriff's Office as to what happened. We'll get to those in a little bit, but I want to show you what he looks like. You're looking at the mugshot of 28-year-old star boxer Gervonta Davis. He was arrested Tuesday night by Broward Sheriff deputies following what they described as a domestic incident at his Parkland home, and we've just gathered these new details.
So is Tank really choosing to step away in order to escape the mounting legal turmoil that has shadowed him?
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't really trying to be in this too much longer. That's the answer right there for you.
How old are you now? 28?
28.
Yeah. How much longer are you expecting to do it?
Once I get them guys out of there, I'm gone.
Is that right? Let's say like 30-ish, something like that? Why do you want to get out so soon?
I want to just help people that's coming behind me. I feel as though that's more important. Future.
Is that why you got Lamont Peterson and Anthony on this card?
They was before me, but they're trying to do my good deeds. I feel as though it's something that's installed in me. There's loyalty. I feel as though that's something that people are missing out here. I feel as though if you're in a position to help somebody, help them.
This is where things take a heavier turn. For years, Davis has carried a reputation for intensity, not just inside the ropes, but in how he conducts himself away from them. Plenty of boxing analysts have even drawn a line between his relentless fighting style and some of the more volatile moments in his personal life.
That's why I don't want to box no more. I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it will lose the fire that I have inside me. I want everything out of me, Wes, so I don't never think about fighting again. I don't think about even getting angry, you know what I mean? Because I have 2 girls, 2 daughters. I'm wanting to be much softer, you know what I mean? Be more humble and things like that.
Honestly, Davis hanging up the gloves would be a real blow to the sport. His rare mix of arena-filling appeal and highlight reel knockouts made him one of boxing's standout attractions. But his departure also opens up a larger argument. Does the sport lose a marquee draw without him? Or does his exit clear room for a new generation to seize the spotlight?
There's no one want to say that because we're available now. So all that other shit. I'm wanting to see who gonna mention Tank other than us. Tank, where you at, Tank? Because now, guess what? We're free and you are. I mean, not free, literally, because you know, they was talking 5% and they might think free means free. You know what I mean? So let's clear that up. Ain't no fight, we don't got no fight, so what's gonna happen? Tank.
At 140.
Yeah. Stop me from saying his name. Punch me in the mouth, because I'm going to keep on saying Tank. Don't want to fight Devin.
Floyd Mayweather, who once guided Davis as both promoter and mentor, spoke warmly about the decision, noting that Tank has already achieved more than most fighters ever could. The way Mayweather sees it, Davis has earned the right to step aside whenever the moment feels right to him.
Why didn't you sign a one-fight deal with PBC?
I never got a one-fight deal, bro. That's what you want to believe. Like,
why you keep saying you never get offers? You said you never got an offer from Devin.
Okay, cool, bro. Whatever you say, bro. Once again, I never got a one-fight deal that you want to run with, that you want to run around here and boast about it, but I never got that game.
Nah, you definitely did get that offer. You definitely did.
Who said that?
I got another question.
Yo, answer the question. You want to ask questions, nigga? Answer the question. I said, who said that?
PBC's.
Nigga, they did not say they offered me a one-fight deal. He didn't say that. No, he didn't. You try to mix his words and turn it around.
All right, then what he say? What he say?
Nigga, the nigga said, basically, I wanted a long-term...
He offered you a one-fight deal that
guarantees
Gervonta Davis, nigga. He guaranteed you a fight with Gervonta Davis.
When?
You said you want to...
When?
And he said you want a long-term...
Y'all niggas need to...
It's in the video.
I don't give a fuck if it's in the video, niggas. Stop believing these niggas.
He said he offered you a one-fight deal, and you said no. You want a long-term contract with PBC.
That is cap. Just because you want to listen to these niggas, them niggas is making up for why they didn't offer me the fight.
That's it. All right, I got another question.
You gotta get off your knees, though, bro. You gotta stop that shit.
Get off my knees.
That shit not healthy, bro.
All right, I got another question. All
right, last one.
Why couldn't you wait for 2 weeks to hear back from Tank's team, but you could wait for months to hear back from Cepeda?
2 weeks to hear back from Tank's team. What 2 weeks?
Because you was never...
I just
you
told
was in a rush.
I just told you what they said,
you
bro.
Said,
yo, listen.
You said PBC reached
you
out
asked
to
the
you.
question,
You
let
said
me answer it, dumbass nigga. Shut up. Shut up. Shut your dumb ass up.
Shut your soft ass up. Nigga, you the softest boxer this generation. Tank will beat your ass. He will knock your ass in one round.
Okay.
And watch.
And that's why you got a fake profile picture, bro.
Bet the whole money on Gervonta Davis.
That's why you got a fake picture, bro.
Niggas catch you outside, nigga.
Smack the shit out of you.
Tank bowing out at this point hasn't passed quietly. Many fans feel there's still unfinished business and wanted to see him stay active longer. For a lot of them, boxing isn't only about the money. It's about constructing a legacy that endures.
It ain't nothing to it. Ain't nothing going to alter my confidence or none of that. My confidence either going to shoot up or it's going to stay like at 1,000. You hear me?
And I know you've been fighting for years. What does it mean to get this like recognition and get this big fight right now?
I think it's where I'm supposed to be at. Honestly, I worked my ass off to get right here, so it's about time.
Lamont, when Tank says that he's going to retire at the end of next year, do you think he has one foot out the door?
Yeah, for sure. I think that was a mistake for him to say that, especially in front of me. So, I'm going to just take advantage of him and show him why he shouldn't have said that or why he shouldn't be contemplating that.
When he talks about you not bringing your family, what goes through your mind when you hear him say that?
I ain't worried about that shit.
What advantage do you feel like you have going into this fight?
Just overall being something that he's not been in the ring with. I'm the total package, and honestly, sometimes I think he doubt himself.
What has he underestimated about you?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't think he underestimates me. I think he know that I'm a good fighter. He'll tell y'all. I think he's gonna train his ass off, and hopefully we get the best version of him.
Hey, did you take this fight as soon as it was offered?
No. But yeah, no.
Tank told me you had sneaky power, I'm assuming from the amateurs and when you guys sparred.
And from what he saw when the motherfuckers going down. What was that? And from what he could see for them niggas going down when I hit them.
One thing is clear, the boxing community isn't quite ready to wave goodbye. His exit leaves a noticeable gap in the lightweight division, where his presence had become a huge draw for fans and fellow fighters alike.
Why him overall?
You can say?
Why Lamont Roach at the end of the day? Just was the only option there at the moment?
No, I think I don't even remember how it went, bro. I swear I don't even know how it went.
You trying to get him a check?
Huh?
Trying to get him a check?
He trying to get him a check?
You trying to get him taken from there? You trying to get him?
I don't really know how it went, bro. I think he caught. I don't know. I don't know how it went.
Tank, after Roach, what's next? I know you said that you want to retire. What's next for you? Hypothetically, if you are retiring, what's next for you? Are you going to be doing entrepreneurial stuff, training? Where can we see Tank in the next 3 to 5?
Yeah, I'll probably be more building my real estate portfolio, and I just trying to separate myself from the limelight, you know.
Do you feel like it's harder to find a fight that you wanted years ago now that these guys are avoiding you now?
No.
For 85 millimeters?
I don't even think about that stuff like that. You know, me and fighters is, y'all fail to realize, me and fighters are different.
There we go.
We way different. I don't look at it like, I don't care about belts and I don't care about that stuff. I don't care about none of that.
You worry about taking out your competition?
Yeah, I worry about getting my money and getting out of it. That's what I want.
What good skills does Lamont Roach have compared to other fighters that you face? Frank Martin, obviously. What is Lamont Roach? At least one good thing.
I think
you go ahead and ask.
We fought before, so he like, you know, he's familiar with my style and things like that. So it's chemistry. So I feel as though it's gonna be a good fight. I don't think I'm gonna go in there and knock him out. I feel as though it's gonna be good until I do what I do.
Where do you rank him as far as your opponent's go? Where do you rank him as far as his skills?
Like far as skills, I think he had way more better skills than Frank Martin. Like skill-wise, way more better skills.
So what's next for Gervonta "Tank" Davis? As he steps back from professional competition, he's hinted he might stay tied to the sport in some form, possibly moving into coaching or mentoring younger fighters. And because he's still early in both his life and career, many are left wondering whether a return to the ring could eventually be on the table. That brings us to the end of the story on Davis, as he enters a new chapter of his journey. Do you think stepping away to focus on life outside boxing was the right move, or should he have kept competing? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more boxing coverage, and turn on notifications so you never miss what's next. Until then, stay tuned.